Welcome back once again, Guildmates, to episode 33 reaction. Now, of course, this episode is called Listen Up, A Tale from the Past. I think this is canon. I don't think this is filler straight in. I don't remember it, because it's been so long since I've read this particular portion of the manga, if it went from here directly back into the next arc, which is an exam. I can't fully remember, so we'll find out soon. But yeah, I don't have a lot to say in pre-show for this episode, so we're just going to dive right into it. Let's get started.
You went well over your limit. I thought we agreed you were only supposed to use 5%. You're too impatient, and when you
I love that.
focus,
Nag,
you lose
nag,
control
nag,
too.
nag, nag.
You must always be calm and alert.
Neither, but here I am.
Out with it now. I've got pastries to eat.
Pastries, yeah.
Oh, you're really strong. And you train the #1 hero in the world yourself. No one knows you. You should be super famous. But you're not. Is there a specific reason for that, or what?
No, that's an easy one. I was just never that interested in working as a pro hero. There was a point in my past when I needed to be able to use my quirk freely without limits. That's the only reason I got my license. It might be better to hear this from Toshi. Who are you?
Seriously? Oh, well, I'm, Izuku Midoriya.
That's not right.
That's not right. I love how he just puts on the full character again.
Deku.
Let you and me watch over him together, Toshinori.
Holy crap! What the heck, Bakugo? Stop! My hair's gotten used to this, and I can't get it back the right way. Did you not hear me? I'll kill you both. I'd like to see you try, pretty boy. What did you call me? There it goes.
Got to face actual villains? I'm super jealous!
Well, I didn't fight. All I did was help people evacuate and provide logistical support.
It still sounds like so much fun!
I spent basically the whole time trading and cleaning the ship deck. Though there was this one day we caught a bunch of drug smugglers.
Okay, that's cool.
What about you, Ochako? How was your week?
I'd say that it was very enlightening.
I think she found her fighting spirit.
Yeah, that battle hero must have been something else.
After 1 week, she's like a totally different person.
Different? Don't be fooled, Kaminari. All women are demons at heart. They just hide their true personality behind pretty faces.
What the heck did that lady do to you? Everyone at my internship to keep anyone else from suffering like me. Well, I promise I will strive to be the perfect hero.
There's the Ida Chop again.
It's time for class to begin. Everyone, please take your
The Ida Chop. That's what I'm calling it
Your
from.
fault for talking about weird stuff.
Sorry. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you really should.
There is peace.
He's
Until I'm able to
back.
call myself a real hero. I'll leave my left hand as it is.
The Ida Chop.
Way to go, Ida.
That's what I'm gonna end up probably if I see Tatum again asking him to do. Is the Ida Chop.
Basic training. Feels like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Now then, listen, as I said earlier, this is a race. So, prepare.
Oh. Okay, no, this isn't filler at all. Now everybody else in class gets to see how Midoriya is improved.
You'll be competing in groups of 5. Each person starts from it, but try to keep the property damage to a bare minimum, please.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you're you.
It's like this course was built with me in mind.
Yep, there he is.
With my new training, I can win! Whoa! Midoriya? Since when can he do that?
What? No way.
The way he's propelling himself through the air.
It's like Bakugo, yeah.
Those jumps. He looks just like...
Those are my moves. While I spent my time getting groomed at that useless internship, he... Look at him! Damn it!
That really has to sting.
Are you kidding me?
I've just gotta stay
But if
calm
you-
and alert.
But that's the problem with
And it's
too much
over.
focus.
Thanks, hero. And congratulations.
All right.
Midoriya, you're okay, right?
preparing for your upcoming final exam.
I love the little marching band version of the song.
You're up, Group 2. You surprised me. That was incredible. Find me after class. We need to talk.
Yes, sir.
But I love that part where everybody got to
Time
see
has
like
come for me to tell you the
him.
whole truth about me.
I wonder what he wants.
But Midoriya is the one that
So
shocked
intense.
everybody the most this time around.
Midoriya! You won't believe what I just found! The jackpot! Someone Shawshanked a hole in this wall.
Shawshanked a
previous
hole.
generation has given us a gift. You know what's next door, right? This looks into the girls' locker room.
Don't even think about it.
Yes, there
Peeking
comes
on
the
might
Ida
actually
chop.
be criminal.
Then you'll have to throw me in solitary confinement because you can't stop me! I want to see Yaoyorozu's curves, Ashido's slender waist, Hagakure's floating underwear, Uraraka's superfine body, Asui's unexpectedly soft boobies!
You deserve that, man.
Surprise attack from next door!
Thanks, Kyoka.
Despicable. We'll close up this hole immediately. Why am I the only one he didn't say anything
Surprisingly, Yaoyorozu's hair being down like that is something I never paid attention to before. Probably because I've always been reading subtitles. But I like her hair down. She looks very different. Not bad different, just different.
Come have a
She looks
seat.
very cute.
He seems different.
That's because it's serious.
Through a lot recently. Do you remember how I gave my power to you? What I said that day? Eat this! No, not that part. I said the key was in my DNA. That's why you had to swallow the hair.
Oh, holy crap! Don't tell me the hero killer has one for all now!
No,
No, he doesn't.
thankfully that's not how it works.
You might be worried about that, but
He didn't think about it. Neither did we.
cross your mind. One for all can only be given to another person if you, the bearer, intend to pass it along.
Yeah.
It's not something that can just be taken by force, although it can be transferred by force. Kind of like this.
What kind of example is that?
The quirk you now have is unique.
Okay. All Might in a school outfit was freaking hilarious.
One for all was derived from another odd quirk, a power that's very old.
It used to be something different.
Yeah.
The name of that quirk, All for One. As its holder, you may one day have to fight against this great evil yourself. Because I failed. I know you didn't expect this, but
I'll do my best. I'll do whatever you ask, no matter what it
You're
might
too
take.
much of a fanboy sometimes,
As long
but
as you're with me, I can do anything. I know you'll have my back.
because you wouldn't tell him, now he's gonna have to suffer through this now.
But by the time you face him, I won't be by your side anymore.
Damn. Okay, so I did actually write one thing down this time, and it is actually just kind of a side note that I kind of have concerning the thing about interstellar travel. Like, if it wasn't for quirks, we'd be going through interstellar travel right now. We know that quirks started happening around the time that All for One and One for All came to be. It was around the first generation. Well, we're on the 9th generation of this particular quirk being passed on. So there's been a lot of time that's progressed. Just because quirks became a thing that happened more and more frequently and the evolution of humanity continued, doesn't mean that the Earth didn't increasingly get more and more overpopulated and that foodstuffs got less and less. There's still plenty of need and reason to need to spread out to the stars and not be stuck on this one little planet that can barely sustain us anymore if we've progressed to this point. Just doing the basic math, by 2050, we're going to be looking at 10 billion people on this planet. That's a lot of mouths to feed. And with increasingly less and less land or more hostile lands, as far as like farming and things like that go. Now, there are things that people are working on, and if you want to know more about that, I would seriously suggest jumping on Netflix and checking out Bill Nye Saves the World and going to the episode about future farming, which is really freaking impressive. And there's a place in Japan that they go to and check out that's really kind of cool. I think if you're into learning about new cool inventions and stuff, right up your alley. But that doesn't mean that space travel should have halted. So what really happened that stopped space travel? That's something I want to know more about. And I know it's a side tangent, but I really kind of want to know. So, yeah, maybe we'll get that at some point. But that would be the first question I'd want to ask the mangaka. Why did they suddenly stop space travel? Because this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing, these would still be factors. Did the human population get culled? Like, was there a war between quirked and quirkless that went on? Like, what is the dark and bloody history of this world? Has the population been cut in half, maybe by a fourth? Why are we not spreading out? Because I still think overpopulation of this planet would be a thing that many generations from now. But that's just my 2 cents as someone who's kind of just a nerd about these things. This is me. This is my Midoriya moment where I'm like mumbling about like the little statistics and the facts and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And I'll see you guys again for episode 34. And, pardon me, in just a bit. Later, Gators.